too hard. It's too hard. Wait. Not so fast, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. So we're gonna go back. Okay, press again slowly. Very good. Just like that. Hey, Maxi, what are you doing, bro?
Trying to make some pillow cover.
Pillow cover? Why are you trying to make pillow covers right now?
Because I want to learn how to sew.
You want to learn how to sew?
But I don't know.
My 7-year-old actually did come to me today and said, Daddy, I want to learn how to sew pillow covers. I've been seeing you sew pillow covers, and I really do think it's something I can do. I was actually surprised because I do not know where this idea came from. But understand that when you know how to do certain things, when you know how to sew, it doesn't matter the kind of handwork you are actually doing. Understand that your kids may actually be taking a look at you, and at some point, they're going to walk up to you and say, Dad, Mom, I want to learn how to do what you do. And sewing is a very highly creative activity. And when Maxi came to me, I said to myself, I am going to make sure you become a sewing professional. And this is exactly what we are going to be doing in this video.
So I'm gonna do this like here. And right? I need to do like this. I'm gonna do everything, also the bottom, but not the top.
Okay.
Then when I'm finished,
you're gonna put this fluff inside.
Then I'm gonna close the top.
Okay.
And then
you already have your pillow on the pillow cover. But why did you decide to make this actually? I'm kind of interested. So you were watching me all this while making pillow covers and you just loved it, yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And but how did you get this idea? Did you learn it in the school or somebody taught you?
Somebody taught me.
Somebody taught you and you felt like you want to practice it, yeah? This is so good. But you know what? I'm going to teach you how to make real pillow covers, all right? Okay. And we're going to make sure that we go ahead and actually sew a real pillow cover, and then we'll kind of wear it in the pillow itself and see. But the first thing is that you have to make your own so that we can see how we can, make it better, like making it with real fabric and stuff like that, all right? Okay. How long do you need to do this?
Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes? 2 minutes? 2 minutes is too short.
I already cut these things out.
Okay, but is it not too small? Don't you want to make a bigger one?
Yeah, this one.
Make it a little bit bigger.
No. We can do this. Perfect.
Okay. And I have a question. Do you have to actually make the edges like the same size, or is it necessary?
It doesn't must to be the same size.
Yeah.
But you can do it a little bit closer. Like you can try to make it the same size.
Okay, so go ahead and do it, okay? When you are done, just give me a sign, okay? Then I will come and see what we can do, okay? Interestingly, Maxi has actually tried to make his own pillow covers. He has actually tried to use paper, sellotape, just glue them together and actually put some kind of filling materials. It's interesting to actually see a 7-year-old, being creative in spite of not having the right materials. It wasn't a deterrent for him. He still wanted to try his hands. And even though the pillow that he made with paper didn't actually come out right, it wasn't a demotivation for him. I kind of like this spirit, and I'm actually going to go ahead and show him exactly, step by step, how he can actually make a real pillow using a high quality premium fabric.
I'm finished.
You're sure?
Yeah.
So what have you done?
As now, it's not the perfectest one.
It's not the perfect pillow cover or pillow? Yeah. Okay. So where does the pillow itself, that's the pillow itself right there inside, right? Yeah. So where's the cover? This is the pillow cover.
Yeah.
And if you want to wash this pillow cover, how do you take it out? It's not possible.
Mm-mm.
So you know what I'm going to do for you, Maxi? I'm going to show you how to sew a real pillow cover, So what do we need for that? Can you guess what we need to do that?
So we need a fabric.
And I have a very nice fabric here. So we need to take this off. We need to push this away because we do not need that. And that we also do not need. So the first thing we need, you have just said it, we need a fabric, all right? We actually have this we don't need, all right? And what's this? Do you know what kind of fabric this is?
A green fabric.
Green fabric, very good. And this is a green cotton fabric. Actually, this shade of green is a little bit tricky. I call this lint green. The shade of green is very, very beautiful. But this fabric in itself, can you hold it and see? This fabric is what we call cotton fabric, all right? It's very good. It's soft on the skin. Put it on your skin and see. Can you see through it?
Yeah.
Can you see through it? Yes, because it's... Put it on your skin and see how soft it is. What do you think about this fabric?
It's very soft.
Soft and good quality also, right? I think so. See, this is what we need. We need a fabric. What else do we need? In this pillow cover, we want to make a pillow cover with zippers, all right?
So we need a zip.
All right, I've got something for you. I have got zippers, and it's the matching color of the fabric, all right? And what else do we need? We need a sewing machine.
Yeah, sewing machine. You can write that.
Do you already know how to use a sewing machine? You don't know how. So how do you think you will be able to sew this pillow cover?
So I think I need to press some pattern.
How do you know that? Because you see...
Because you told him.
Oh, so you have been watching me sew this one. Why you never told me that you were always observing my sewing? Okay, so we have to start like this. First of all, we have to prepare this fabric, all right? Take our measurements. So go get your measuring stick and let's see.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Okay, so that's the measuring stick that you have. You know, what we're about to do, we're going to make a pillow cover that is 40 centimeters right here by 40 centimeters. See, when you do that, you're going to destroy your fabric because when you keep removing the thread, the fabric is going to keep losing. So we have what we call an overlocking machine to actually make sure that the edge is very smooth, all right? We're going to be trying that out. I don't think you ever used an overlocker before. Have you ever used an overlocker? No, I'm going to show you all that. Let me have it. Very good, all right? So we're trying to make a pillow cover of size 40 centimeter by 40 centimeters. So what we have to do is to take our measurements. All right. How many do you have here?
42 centimeters.
We actually have 42.5 centimeter. And what do we have right here?
Yeah, I saw.
Also, you see, guys, I'm actually teaching Maxi how to make a 40 by 40 centimeter pillow cover. But right here, I've got a fabric in the size 42.5 centimeter by 42.5 centimeter. For those of you that are tailors, you pretty much know why that is so, because then I already have my sewing allowance and I already have, you know, every allowance I need to also stitch the fabric. So if you are actually trying to make a pillow cover of, say, size 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter, please do not forget to create an allowance for sewing and for weaving. So in my own case, I have just added 2.5 centimeters. Depending on the measurements you are using, just create an allowance for sewing and for weaving. So Maxi, we have that sorted out, and this is our zip. We are going to take this fabric right now to the weaving machine. All right. Are you ready to do that?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can do that?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Now we have our materials ready. We are going to go ahead and make a 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter pillow cover. Hopefully, Maxi should be able to try it out. The problem actually is that I do have an industrial sewing machine, and it's a Juki industrial sewing machine, very, very fast. But hopefully, we are just going to take care that Maxi doesn't get himself hurt. Of course, I have actually told him that when you're using a very high speed sewing machine, make sure that your fingers are at a distance so that on no account should you press so fast as to stitch your finger. So if you are actually trying to sew for the first time, understand that there's a possibility for you to hurt yourself. Make sure you observe all the precautions that you can actually observe as to ensure that you are not hurt. And if you do observe them, everything is just going to be fine. This is the machine we call the overlocker. Can you say it? The overlocker. And you know the reason why we need that?
Why?
We actually need that, you know, to make the edges of this fabric to be smooth, all right? So what you are going to do now is to try to press on your overlocker. Hold your fabric like that, but you need to sit properly so that you are facing the overlocking machine, just like that.
This?
Yes. So I'm going to raise this and just put it on it. Put it in, okay, just like that. And you're going to press the motor, but the problem is your leg cannot seem to get to the motor. Can you kind of press on it? Pressing. And hold this side with your hand. Stop. So hold this with your hand and hold this side also. So as you are pressing, you are kind of pushing the fabric, and then you are just making sure that this is positioned properly, okay?
Okay.
So press, not so fast. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Now keep going. Keep going. So now you have the edge of your cloth already woven. All right.
That.
But the beautiful thing is that we have to cut this edge. You know why we have to cut this off?
Then the pillows is not gonna be nice when this
Okay,
is still there.
exactly. We need to cut this off because we want to have a very beautifully sewn pillow cover, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold it here. But that's not how you hold the scissors. You turn it around. Now you have your scissors, and you need to hold the thread with your hand and try to cut it off. Just the thread. Very good. On the other side, you have to do the same here also.
Sewing is actually so easy.
It looks so easy, right? I told you. Very good. Now we have the sides woven, all right? So we're going to go ahead onto the sewing machine and try to sew our zipper onto this fabric. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
And what do you think about sewing?
Very nice.
Very nice?
Yeah.
It's easy? Something you think you can do?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. All right. Maxi, see what we have done, all right? We have our fabric, and we have woven both edges of the fabric. And right now, we have to go ahead and insert our zip. Do you know why I have this kind of zipper?
No.
You don't know? All right. We just want to practice with this because if you take a look at it, the zipper tape matches the fabric, but the zipper slider is actually not matching the fabric, all right?
Yeah.
It's like that because we are just trying to practice sewing, okay?
It's not
But
that bad.
not that bad, right? But when you start to sew professional pillow covers, what do you have to ensure? You have to make sure that
The zipper has to be the same color as the zipper slider.
very good, very good. When we start to sew professional pillow covers, we have to make sure that these two all matches themselves, all right? So the first thing you have to do is to switch on your machine. This is an industrial sewing machine, so you have to be careful because it might be a little bit very fast, okay? So switch on the machine right here.
Here is
Yes, this is how you switch on the machine. Look here, there's a knob here. All right, and the machine is switched on, and you're gonna get your zipper and place it on the fabric just like that. Okay. So I have to lift up the footer. Do you know what the footer is? That's called the footer of the machine. Okay. And whenever you are sewing, you always need to make sure that your hand is not on the needle. You're always
Because
not close to the needle.
then-
Otherwise, you know what could happen?
Yeah.
What could happen?
A lot of
A
bleeding.
lot of bleeding. You don't want that to happen, all right? So let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you think you can do it?
Yeah.
I trust that you will be able to do it, okay? So first of all, don't press anything yet, okay? What I have to do is to make sure that I take my thread and just push it behind. If you have any questions, just please ask me, all right?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to raise the footer. I'm going to put it there. And now you need to begin to sew, okay?
But how?
So now press on the
Here?
presser foot, and you need to hold this fabric like that. Stick your hand far away from the needle, all right?
Yeah.
So now hold the scissors, hold the tape like this, hold the zippers like this, and now make sure you stitch on the line, okay? So begin to stitch.
What?
Press on this presser foot. Slowly, not so hard.
Slowly.
Here. It's too hard. Wait. Not so fast, bro. Take it easy. So we're gonna go back. Okay, press again, slowly. Very good, just like that. Keep going. And do you see that? Stop. As you keep pressing and moving the fabric, try to make sure the fabric is actually, positioned straight, just like that. All right, and then you're going to pull the slider to this way and then keep sewing. Make sure your hand is here and your other hand, is holding the fabric just like that. Then you can actually sew. Keep sewing just on the line. Very good. It's interesting because you're actually using an industrial machine. Stop. Okay, and then you have to keep going. hold it like that. Keep holding your stuff. I mean, you can keep directing like that, okay? Then keep going. Not so fast. It's too fast.
Too fast.
When you get to this place, we actually have to stop sewing. But before you stop sewing, we have to actually close the stitch so that it doesn't lose. Do you know why you need to close the stitch now?
No.
So that it doesn't lose on this when you start to use the zippers. All right, but I will show you much later. Okay, so to close the stitch, we actually have this lever here. All right, so you're going to press on the motor slowly and then press this down, and you see there's going to be a reverse stitch. Press it. Now leave it. Press on the presser and close the stitch. Keep pressing on the presser and leave it. Press on the presser. Very good. Enough. Okay. All right. So we have our zipper attached to the first side. What Maxi has done, he has actually attached the zipper to the fabric. And he actually gave a little bit of allowance here. And you're going to go ahead and cut this zipper. Are you able to cut the zipper?
Yeah.
You just got to try. Cut it. Put it under. Just on the zipper, not on the fabric. And try to cut it off. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but try to apply some pressure. Very good. He cut it so quickly. All right, so see what you have done. Now you have attached the zipper onto the fabric. Do you have any questions so far?
No, it was just very easy.
Very easy. I think you can sew the other side without me guiding you.
No.
You want me to guide you still?
No.
I'm going to show you how to do that. All right? So now you have the zipper already sewn to one side of the fabric. All you have to do now is to flip the fabric just like that. So hold this side,
Like this.
flip it over so that it matches on the other side. So bring that side, keep bringing it. Very good.
Until it's there.
It is here. And
So
you
that
have
we
to
can
do
stitch the other side.
very good. How did you know that already?
Because there's no way that this gonna work when this is still up.
Man, you are already doing it, bro. All right, so what we have to do is to raise our presser foot.
This
The
needs
same thing you did, we're going to do it on the other side. So keep opening that. And you have to hold this with your hands just like that.
Where's the other zip?
This is the zipper. The other zip we don't need anymore. We cut it off because we do not need that
That's
length,
all.
all right? So you have to hold this with your hand. And you have to keep sewing. Also with your hand here. All right, keep going. I'm just going to close the stitch at the beginning so that it keeps pressing. So now keep going. You are doing great, bro. Make sure you're moving your hand and just make sure you are stitching just by the teeth of the zipper. Stop. Because when you take a look, see, your fabric is kind of sliding down, so you need to keep bringing it out like that, okay? So keep stitching.
My goodness, tell me when to stop.
I will tell you when to stop. Stop. So what we have to do now is to actually take this slider to the other side. Can you actually put your hand like from the inside? Put your hand on the slider and try to zip it to the other side. Put your hand on the slider properly, like hold it with your other hand, with your left hand. Hold the slider with your left hand, this hand.
Oh, the slider.
This hand holds the slider. No, bring this hand and hold the slider.
Like this?
Hold the slider and take this hand off. So hold the slider and try to slide it under the fabric. No, use the other hand, Maxi. Very good. Keep sliding it. Push it.
Yeah.
All right, let me do it for you. Okay, I'm just gonna take it. Make sure it's on the other side. Okay. So now you can keep sewing. We are almost done. Stop. Not so fast. Remember, when you are trying to sew first time, make sure you are not so fast. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the only way you can actually get it right. Okay.
Light,
So
and then it's gonna work.
keep pressing. Keep pressing. Keep going. Keep going. Don't sew on this thing, otherwise you break the needle. So bring your hand now. This hand can actually come here.
Well,
Yeah.
I touched my foot.
Okay. Very good. So Max is actually sewing this himself. Make sure you don't sew on this, otherwise you break the needle. Okay? So make sure you are going there. Keep going because you are going to stop at this point. Watch your hand. I'm going to close the stitch. Keep going. I'm going to close the stitch one more time. Keep going. We have it. Alright, stop. So bring out your fabric, drag it out. Wait. Drag it out. Alright. So now you have to take your scissors and cut the thread. Put your hands. Very good. So now we have
a pillow cover.
Not yet, not so fast. But do you think you know what we're going to do next? Because now we already have this zipper installed. Do you think you know what we have to do next? Just guess. Knowing that this side is still opened, what do you think we have to do next?
Put the fur in it?
Not yet. That's going to come later. You know, when you made your paper pillow cover, you had to put the filling materials inside, right? But because we have the zipper here, we can actually finish sewing our pillow and then open it up to put our filling right there inside, okay? So what we have to do next is actually to close the side of the pillow. All right?
One side needs to be open.
No, both sides will be closed and the filling material is going to come from
up.
From the top. Very good. Okay?
Up.
All right. So I'm going to show you what you're going to do next. So we're going to push this fabric right underneath the sewing machine. And we're going to try to close the edges of the pillow cover just like that. Okay? So we're going to go like that. Not yet. Okay. You're going to stitch directly under there where the zipper is just... Okay, so one more time, press. Okay, now stop. You have to hold this place just like that. Make sure you are holding this place. And the other hand is actually holding this place. Okay? Because you're going to stitch up to this point. Keep going. And then I'm going to help you close the stitch. Keep going. I'm going to close the stitch. Keep going. I'm going to close the stitch at this point. One more stitch. Very good. So we're going to bring out the fabric. Bring out your fabric. Drag it out all the way
like this
until you have something like this. Then you cannot go ahead and sew this all the way down. All right? And then you already have one side. All right. Okay, so now you can begin to sew. Don't forget to close your stitch. And your hand holds there, and the other hand holds here.
No.
Keep going. Sit. Right, keep going. Make sure you sew in a straight line. Keep going down. Now you have all the way to sew down, okay? But the one thing you have to make sure is that both fabric are actually aligned here. Watch out. See that? So that you do not end up sewing the top and the bottom fabric is not there. All right? So keep going. Not so fast. I would advise you to. Very good. Keep going. Wow, Maxi can sew. He is able to sew. Very good. Keep going. Yeah, it's aligned. It's aligned. Keep going. Okay. Keep going. Hold it. Make sure you remove that hand all the time. Don't make your hand only be in one place. As you feel like, when you feel like your hand is too far, always bring it back, okay? And then you have to make sure this soil allowance is not so wide. You need to sew to the edge, okay? So keep going. Make it a little bit faster. Very good. Your sewing allowance is a little bit too wide. Okay, now keep going. You are sewing to this point. Your hand must be here to direct the fabric, otherwise it won't move properly. Keep going. Very good. I'm going to close the stitch at the end. Keep press it on.
Perfect.
Press it. Very good. One more time. To the end. Very good. To the end. All right.
Daddy, where the first time I was on the end,
Yeah.
it was perfectly on the end.
It was perfectly on the end. You see that? That is so easy. All right.
Now we got
So now
this.
you have to cut your thread like we did before. All right.
Boom.
Very good. Now we just have to do the same thing
With the
on the
other
other-
side.
Very good. And you're gonna go ahead and do the same just like that. Okay? Yes, so far so good. Max is actually doing this thing. I am kind of impressed. I never even thought that he would be able to, press on the machine because he's not so tall yet, and the presser foot from the machine is a little bit a distance for him. But he actually said, Daddy, I am gonna do it. I do not care if I'm not tall enough. And some way, somehow, he was able to stretch his feet. He was able to use the overlocker, which I was also kind of not so sure if he was going to be able to do that. But at the end of the day, he just showing this determination that, look, I want to make sure I make my very first pillow cover. I'm not going to give up. Even in spite of the challenges that are facing me, I'm not tall enough. It doesn't matter. The machine is so fast for me. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be careful. But at the end of the day, let's see what kind of pillow cover Maxi is going to make out. Hey, hello, Maxi. What have you done, actually?
So actually, sewed the zipper on the fabric.
Very good. You sewed the zipper on the fabric, right?
Yeah.
Was it difficult for you?
No.
What were you careful about to prevent an accident from happening with the sewing machine?
That the needle doesn't go in my hand.
So you were very careful.
And that I have my hand very far from it.
This is good.
And that the pillow is perfect. Not like it's gonna be on one side up and two,
Okay.
and on the other side off.
All right, very good. So what else did you do after sewing the zipper on the fabric?
I sewed both sides.
Oh, you actually made both sides. Was it difficult for you?
No.
And did you leave some allowance? Because I see this stitch is kind of bendy, but it's normal when you are learning to sew, all right?
Yeah. And
So you close both sides, right?
Yeah, and I used the that side.
The weaving machine.
Weaving machine
Okay.
to close one side.
Okay, but why do I have this thread here? You're still going to cut them off, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the scissors. Go ahead and cut off. That's not how you hold the scissors. You hold the scissors like this. All right? Very good. Cut it off. And why do you always have to cut off the rest thread?
So that it's clean.
Okay. Very good.
It's just
So good. And then if you have rest thread here, you could also cut this off. It's a little, but sometimes it just has to be gone. All right, we have the pillow cover already. So what we have to do now is to make sure we turn the fabric inside out, and then we have a beautiful pillow cover. So I'm going to try to open this just like that. Slide the zipper to the other side. Would you want to try to bring it out?
But yeah,
Oh,
in here,
you made your first ever pillow cover. So just flip it out and
grab these two so that you see.
okay.
It's like
Okay, that's your technique, right?
then
Make it in the middle.
Whoa.
So the camera up is seeing you. Okay. Wow. You did it. This is so good.
what? Can also do it by the sides, like on the edges.
Just bringing out the edges, right?
Yeah, you can also make it from outside,
Oh, okay.
but it's taking so long.
Very good. You did it. Okay. I remember there is also a small edge here. So you have to bring this out also.
Small, itchy.
Just like that.
Higher.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Yes.
Can leave it.
The other side, we also have
Small
here.
edge. Yeah.
Very good. So we are almost home. So do you want to close the zipper so that at least you see what you have done? Very good. Wow, this actually looks very interesting. See, I'm going to help you bring out the edge properly because the idea is that your pillow covers should be actually well brought out like that. All right.
Okay. Ha.
And this is it. And we have the pillow cover. See, it looks beautiful, I guess.
Yeah.
So all you have to do now is to try to pick out some of these threads. Take a look at the other side. Okay, so Maxi, you have your pillow cover ready. So what you have to do next?
I need the thing.
The filling, yeah, to put inside your pillow, right?
Yeah.
And do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
So you have to open your zipper one more time, and you have to get your filling.
What is it?
Wow. Woo, you have the filling material, but this actually looks bigger than 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter. So this is 45 centimeter by 45 centimeter. It's too big for the pillow cover that you have made. All right. So we're going to take this away. This is not what we need.
Bye-bye.
And we actually have another one. Whoa, very good display of skill, very good display of, abilities. Maxi have been able to sew his very first pillow cover. I'm impressed. In fact, I am more than impressed knowing that this is somebody that never ever used a sewing machine, never used an overlocker, but because of the mere fact that he was determined to make it happen, he has been able to sew out his very first pillow cover. This is impressive. So all we have to do now is to go ahead and make sure that we wear on the pillow cover the filling, and we have, an impression of the kind of pillow cover that Maxi has actually made. It's right here. This looks to me
Perfect.
like a much smaller size, even though it's also big, but it's not so thick like the other one. All right. So what we have to do?
Actually fit. Yeah.
So let's
We're gonna try
it in.
to put it in.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it like this.
Never.
I'm gonna push it. And be careful as not to break your stitch, all right? And sometimes you have to flip it over.
Okay.
Press on this material. All right. And keep
Can't do it with that.
Sorry.
Look hot.
Okay, pushing it in.
Push. You can do it.
Okay, we have something like this. Okay. All I have to ensure is that everything is actually, well placed in. So now you have to try to
always have the thing flat so that it goes smoothly.
Gonna zip slowly. Be careful. No zip. Slowly. Be careful. Don't break the zip because the filling material has just gotten into the zipper, which can actually happen. All right. So, but then it's not a problem because I'm just gonna try to open it, or we have a problem because now the filling material. Okay, now we have it. So let's try to zip it again. Very good. Wow, we actually have our first pillow.
This is our pillow.
What? This is so good. And what do you think about this pillow? It was your very first pillow. This was all you made before. And now this is what you have. What do you think?
It's very good. It's bigger than the first one.
Bigger than the first one, okay?
And it's very soft.
Oh, very comfortable. And what do you want to do with this? You're going to take it home and sleep on it or what?
Yeah.
Okay, this is so good. Very good. Good job. This is your first pillow. I really do think if you make it over and over and again, it's just going to get better. What do you think?
Yeah.
When do you want to make your next pillow?
Maybe in the next video.
In the next video?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Subscribe if you want to learn how to make a pillow.
All right, guys. This is the very first pillow my 7-year-old Maximilian has made. Yes, there are so many flaws here and there, but it's expected because this is the very first time he's actually getting his hands dirty in trying to make a pillow cover. I'm kind of impressed because, as a matter of fact, this is the very, very first time he's actually handling, a sewing machine. All along, he has actually been looking at me sewing, but I never ever knew that he had interest in this. And hopefully, we can actually go ahead and build on this and make sure that he becomes, a professional that he wants to be. Guys, there you have it. With determination, you can actually achieve all you have to achieve. You might be thinking now, I don't think I'll be able to make a pillow cover in my life, but believe me, with mere determination, everything is possible. This is a beautiful pillow. Hopefully, as he keeps practicing on this, certainly he's going to be a professional someday.
It was very fun. I thought it would be hard, but it was actually very easy. And yeah, Daddy really helped me. And yeah, the pillow was very good. Now I can actually use different colors of fabric to make different beautiful pillow covers. Never do I have to use paper again. Thank you for watching this video and subscribe and like.
If you are out there right now, you are thinking to yourself, I cannot think of handling a sewing machine. I do not think I'll be able to ever sew anything on a sewing machine. I want to tell you, if a 7-year-old can actually try to get his hands wet or dirty, you can actually do the same. All you need is the motivation to do it. And I'm here to be your guide. Until I see you again in the next video. Peace.